Alright guys, so we're back on UC Engage again over here. So because we do have some new content in terms of some event over here. So I actually did a summoning for the new Kasiganum, and then as well as the actual pilot itself. Hathaway Noah right there. So that video should have been live yesterday, so you guys definitely check that out. So in terms of the two new event, I believe this actually was live yesterday already. So you guys better start doing that, because I believe in terms of the actual timer left doing is only roughly about 3 days or so, I believe. So let's actually do take a look at this one, just kind of see what's going on. So we do have like an image of Hathaway right there. So but what is actually going on? So they're actually airing some scene from the actual movie. So okay, better click away from that. We don't want no copyright strikes, man. Because in terms of this game, I would definitely say they do a very good job of actually reproducing what is actually featured on the actual anime. So we're definitely not gonna be showing anything on here, because like they are 100%. I'm guaranteed they are 100% kind of copyright ish kind of content in a way. So we're not gonna show none of those. So so don't mind me if I'm just skipping past these over here. Like, wait, are we just watching the actual movie? Wait, hold up, wait. Are we? Oh, I was about to say, are we actually watching the whole movie in here? Oh, like, no. Okay, so there's actually gonna be the events. So okay, all right. So I believe this is like the time. Like, I think this overall scene is like when, what is it? The Earth Federation was like on that one city at night, and then they're attacking. I guess I don't know why would they attacking, but yeah, it was probably roughly about that scene. So let's kind of get into this over here. In terms of the actual gameplay, you guys already know it's not gonna be that difficult. It's pretty much gonna be realigning what kind of enemy you're facing, and then just kind of readjusting, your own build, right? So let's kind of see. Yeah, so that's literally that night where, if you guys have still not have watched the Hathaway Flash movie, not gonna do any spoiler alert, but this is pretty much a scene that's kind of getting a little bit, kind of catchy, a little bit, going fire y kind of stuff. So it's kind of just doing the auto placement there. So obviously going to be like that. Man, I should have actually brought the new Cassie on the team. So on the next fight, I'll actually replace it with the Cassie with probably the GPO one. Probably won't need that anymore. So that's that. All right. So obviously, I don't really think it's going to be that difficult in a sense. Just kind of event that we're looking at right here. So all right, so that's done. Hey, we actually get some more diamonds. That's always going to be great. So not bad. Now this one is just pretty much finished within the timer count, and then this one is like the middle one, composing with at least 3 mobile suits, and then I believe the first one is like no one in your squad dies, whatever. So that's pretty much self-explanatory. So yeah, all right, moving forward. All right, moving over to the next stage right here. So let me quickly kind of let me see. So I'm just gonna pick the new Gundam FF right there, and then I'm actually gonna change it up. I thought I saved the squad. I guess not, right? We got the new Cassie there, so let me actually use it. All right, change to the pilot to match it. So I'm just looking at the overall roster. Like, Cassie is actually, if we do a quick comparison, because this one's a defensive type unit, this one in terms of the overall stat, compare that one to, let's say, the Thunderbolt. You guys kind of saw the stat. So even a Thunderbolt, like, this one is not fully maxed out yet, in terms of the level. And then in terms of that one right there, like, what is it, like, how much have you actually customized it? Yeah, I mean, like, this one is kind of holding up on its own. Kind of keep in mind, this one I do have it roughly about 3 copies of it in, so that's why you can kind of argue the status holding up pretty good. But yeah, let's kind of hopping out and see what kind of animation we're looking at. So in terms of the overall setting, I will actually change it where we can actually see the actual EXQ, because I did have a setting where I kind of cancel it, so we don't actually have to watch it every time. So okay, we just had some sort of connection problem right there. All right, so in terms of the setting, let me see if I can actually change it. So I can set EXQ on like that. All right, and then we can actually have the cassette Gundam appear like that, and then we should be able to, let me click on this one. um Okay, we can't even see anything because the enemy lineup was just not tough enough. So I guess that we can actually find something that's a little bit more difficult. Then we can kind of show something. I guess not in this one. There's also the other event that I want to kind of quickly kind of touch bases as well. Because that one is primarily to kind of get some of these currency over here. So that's why I don't know how many stages we have for this one. So all right, moving on to the next stage, I guess. Alright, so this one is gonna be the third stage, so I don't know how many more stages we're getting. So if there's gonna be another stage after this, I'll probably just cut from here. I'll actually move on to the other events, and then I'm probably gonna do this on my own time first, and then I'll probably cover the very last kind of stage for you guys over here. Just because I feel like this is gonna be like a grindy, like not too grindy, but I feel like this is gonna be a very long process in a way. So yeah. Alright, so yes, enemy is just not tough enough overall. So, alright, I guess we'll move over to the other event. Alright, so in terms of the new event, so this is what we're pretty much looking at. So what you essentially want to do, this one is simply this one actually going to be the grinding one, because in terms of what they want you to do, it's going to be up for 60 actually. So this one is simply just going to be spending some of your energy. So you want to be spending at least 3,000 energy, and then you'll be rewarded with all these kind of goodies over here. Obviously you need them for summoning. These are just going to be the premium currency that you really need. So in terms of what we have, I believe this one, so this one is going to be a different one. So this one is actually going to be where you're, so there's actually two types of event going on right now. So this one this one right here is simply just to grind up these types of awakening medals, so you can say kind of further boost your units. And then while this one is simply just scoring, how many, I believe it's like actually by the timer. So within like a certain amount of timer, how many damage were you able to dealt. And then after that, you guys can see that if we take a, this is gonna be the overall glance of like what kind of reward we're looking at. So these are definitely something that you guys can expect to get. These are honestly a very good award right there. Like these one, you guys see the kind of like the rainbow color horror right there. I believe those are like some pretty good currency as well. You also do get some of the golds and then some of the silver. So all these are definitely pretty good. So let's actually take a look at this one over here. So in terms of this one, we are actually fighting Penelope. I'm pretty sure we should be expecting to get that fairly soon. I would definitely say so. Since we do have the Cassia ready, so like why would they not drop the Penelope as a pairing to that? So I guess I will be using this unicorn. It does look pretty beefy, so it should be able to allow me to do more damage. So this is the overall setup. So in terms of the recommended kind of attribute, it's going to be the red attribute. So I do have two type advantage right there. I don't know, I feel like having the Cassie right there is honestly may not be the best case scenario, just because of the fact that he is a defense type unit, heavy armor base and all that. So I don't know how that actually goes in terms of the overall stat for specifically for the attacking portion of it. It is actually on the lower side, because it is a defense type unit, and that is the Cassie Gundam. I forgot who is the actual pilot's name. Is it Lang something? I honestly have forgot already. So let me redo the configuration, and that should be good. That's pretty much what they recommend. It's gonna be literally right out the movie. This is what you expect to see. Oh, look at all those missile fun already. So you guys can see that we are elapsing a 50 seconds timer count right there. Okay, so that's gonna be the custom EX2 animation over here. So literally something that we have seen from the actual 70 tablet, and that's it. So let me actually change it back to off so they can just kind of do their own thing. So I don't know how much damage we are actually doing. You guys can see in terms of the DPS right there, the DC is definitely the unit you want to be using, and you guys can see that in terms of the Thunderbolt, it's actually not that hot. So why would the EX not activating on their own? That's a surprise. I thought they were on auto already, but that's it. So we were able to deal roughly about 900 score. So where would that even place me? I believe you can do it as many times as you want during the event to kind of rack up as many points as you want. So that's good. All right. I thought last time I did this event, there was one scoring was like, I don't know, if you hit a certain amount of range, for example, they give you like some sort of different award. So this time, are we not seeing that? Hold up, I guess we're not seeing the aspect of it because this is the second time I saw this type of event. So if we do take a look, kind of scroll to over here, you guys can see that in terms of how much I accumulated per one over here. That's how much I have, and then in terms of my ranking, it's 58,000. Wow. Oof, gosh, that's kind of low. And then this one should be um, the last round, the last time I did something like that. So, all right. So, in terms of this one over here, in terms of which one you're going to be farming on specifically, I would definitely say farm out this one over here because this one is going to be the G-4. So in terms of this material, it's a little bit going to be, I would definitely say it's going to be harder to obtain compared to, let's say, this one over here. This one is going to be the stage 3 or the G3 over here. So I'm not going to say this item is not as difficult to get, but in terms of the rarity, this one is definitely going to be the more superior, or just, you know, the one that you really need. And this one we have the G2, so this is pretty much going to be more or less or like the basic one. So as always, definitely do go to the overall step because you are going to be able to get some of these over here. So that's going to be that. So after that, after I complete all 4 of these over here, actually I'll just complete the first 3 and then we'll hop over here to the very last stage and see if it's anything too difficult. I would definitely say it's not that difficult. So yeah, so let me do clear the first 3 stages and then we'll be right back with the 4th stage. Alright, so I have completely filled out the first 3 stages right there. So now let's kind of take a look at this one. So in terms of the recommended combat power, it's obviously not going to be anything that's going to be too tough. So I'm just going to pick any random build and that should be fine. So I'm just going to pick that new Gundam right there. And then let's see. So that's going to be, yeah, my combat power just way too much. So I can probably just bring in solo with this the Kasiganim and then we should totally be fine. So let's see. All right, so we are in now. So that's still the same setup. So we can just kind of redo the configuration right there. All right. I'm pretty sure we should be able to just one tap the enemy. That should be pretty much it. Okay, yeah. And that is done. So after that, so pretty much what we need to do now, we're just gonna do a lot of skipping. So I wonder if I have 3,000 energy in the back pocket, because right now it's only showing 999 plus, but in terms of the remaining one, it's not showing. I have been stacking, you know, a quite good amount of energy. This is because there's just not many events to really play, but you know, at the same time, you're still able to accumulate that. So you're able to get some of the material, some of these kind of, you know, upgrading feature over here, or upgrading parts over here. That is going to be for the actual mobile suits, and this one should be for the pilot. So that's that. Oh, 50 experience per right there. So this one is also going to be a very important item because reason being that, let me kind of show you guys why that coins is kind of important, because that one is going to be allowing you to kind of roll for more kind of, you know, goodies over here. So if we click on this tab right here, well, not this tab, excuse me. If we click on this one right here, so this one is going to take you to a page where you will be able to roll for these kind of, you know, rewards over here. You guys can see that in terms of the box, we are able to roll for the kind of like a strengthening kind of item for the Kasich Gundam over here. So that is definitely going to be something that we want to kind of get. So is it only one, or is there's, oh, there's 2 waves of it. So this one is purely to get some of your upgrading material, and then we can also get some more of the upgrading, kind of like a CPU, treat it as like a CPU chip, because it does have the chip icon right there. So this one is for red attribute mobile suits, so for 20 seconds, so that should be physical ammunition or just physical attack. That's gonna be go up by 30%. I don't know if it's attack up by 30% or what is up by 30%, but it should be quite good. So let me kind of take a look at the second one. Pretty much the same thing, right? I do see different text. This one is for a physical bullet, getting, you know, strengthening, and this one is just, I don't know which one this one is. Could this one be beams maybe, or fun? No, I don't. Man, I wish I can read it. I mean, so this one is pretty much the same. Are they the same effects as well? Yeah, that's pretty much the same effects. So yeah, let me just kind of do some skipping, and then we'll be right back and see if I have completely filled out the 3,000, and then we're just gonna talk from there, I guess. So right now, you guys can see that I have spent only 48 energy over here. So I'll be right back as I do completely max this one out because I do think I do have enough. So let me just start things out with the fourth stage over here, and then I'll work my way down to the first stage to just kind of see where we at. So we'll be right back. All right, and that's it. And that is how easy that was to spend 3,000 energy. Because like I said again, I was stacking up on a good amount. So, all right, so just gonna do the last one over here. So we were able to get a lot of those kind of the coins over here. So that's actually good. So now we can kind of take a look into. Oh, I got 83,000 coins. That's a lot. But I don't think that's enough to. Is it even enough to clear the whole box? I don't think so, right? No, definitely not. But we can definitely do a lot of these over here. So I'm probably not gonna do this on camera, just not to bore you guys with these kind of summoning over here. But that's gonna be pretty much it in terms of this overall event. You guys can see that since I am able to clear the whole thing. So now I can just kind of click on this one over here and just kind of see 5,000 a pop. Wow. So this one's pretty much gonna be for daily. So each day you do want to complete the required amount of energy, and then you'll be able to get that 5,000 coins for there. In terms of this one, the 5,000 gem, that is pretty much going to be for a one-time thing, so not bad overall. So we have completely filled that out. So in terms of some of the other stuff over here, we do have, oh, so this one should be, oh, so that's the half year anniversary. So this is part of the half year anniversary banners. I'm just like, I am dumb. I was thinking of something else, but that is pretty much gonna be it in terms of this new content, you know, here. Definitely a good way to just kind of get a lot of these kind of resources kind of team right here. But with that being said, that's gonna be pretty much it in terms of the new content over here. Do let me know if you guys are playing the UC Engage here, and then I'll catch you guys all on the next one.